So he's trading his Dior, his Louis Vuitton, his Gucci, all these amazing, beautiful labels and clothes that he's wearing for a federal prison jumpsuit. Lamor Whitehead, Bishop Lamor Whitehead, was sent to federal lockup on Monday after a judge ruled that his crime of attempted extortion required immediate jailing before his sentencing. Judge Lorna Schofield put the flashy supposed fraudster behind bars after Manhattan federal prosecutors argued that he should be detained ahead of his July sentencing for the crime of violence. Now, this is, in sum, a mandatory detention case, a prosecutor wrote in a May 14 filing. Now, the decision to remand Whitehead is the latest twist in the sordid saga, which seems to be hurtling towards a conclusion after a Manhattan jury found the stylish preacher guilty in March of scamming a parishioner's elderly mother and attempting to extort money from a Bronx body shop owner, promising quote unquote official favors from Mayor Eric Adams, now who's a friend of Lamar Whitehead, according to Bishop Whitehead. Now, prosecutors also revealed that Whitehead, who was still free after being convicted of fraud, attempted extortion, and lying to the FBI, flaunted confidential case documents in an April 3rd live stream, Instagram Live, basically. He used a Bible psalm to try to intimidate Pauline Anderson, the elderly woman he scammed out of $90,000, quoting Psalms 105, "Touch not my anointed," implying he was beyond criticism because he's a bishop. Now, the Fed stated that his little sermon violated a restraining order, according to the federal court filings. Whitehead tried to rebut the claims in court, wearing a $3,300 outfit to the May 13 hearing, telling the judge that he did not willfully try to disturb any protective order. He also claimed that he thought the case files had been unsealed after his trial. Quote unquote, quoting, "I didn't know those documents would put me in this position," he said. Now, his defense attorney, Don Florio, expressed their disappointment with the judge's decision, stating, "While we respect the court's authority, we firmly believe in Bishop Whitehead's innocence and are committed to pursuing justice on his behalf." I mean, they have to say that. Bishop Whitehead plans to appeal the verdict and will continue to fight for the truth. "We have full faith in the legal process and are confident that justice will ultimately prevail," end quote. Now, prosecutors labeled Whitehead a con man who told lie after lie to victim after victim at the opening of the trial. Whitehead, of the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Canarsie, wherever that is, I guess that's New York, somewhere in New York, convinced Anderson to invest her retirement money in a house he claimed he'd buy for her, then fix up. Instead, he blew the money on personal luxuries from Louis Vuitton, Foot Locker, and BMW, prosecutors said. He also tried to get body shop owner Brandon Belmonte to lend him $500,000 in return for favors from the mayor, as we stated earlier. Whitehead claims that Adams was his mentor and would do whatever I wanted, prosecutors said. But unfortunately, his web of lies is unraveling, and unraveled even more when feds arrested him in December of 2022. Now, his sentencing is scheduled for July 1st, and he faces up to 85 years behind bars, according to prosecutors. This won't be his first stint in jail. I mean, we've got pretty much used to, and we've gotten to know Bishop Whitehead on his regular live videos he does. He goes on that Sunday and preaches a message, and he pops on to go at different bloggers and different people in the media and act a plumb fool and looks like the roosters are coming. What's it called? The chickens are coming home to roost. Anyway, see his house right here in Paramus, New Jersey, over at the Lamor channel, Real Estate Insider. See that above. All right, we'll follow this story and see what happens, and see if he indeed gets 85 years in prison, which is a death sentence because how old is he? 40s, 50s? Yeah, that's a long time. We shall see what happens. This is the media.